Hello Aquarius, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a channeled psychic tarot reading for you. Anybody who's Aquarius, anybody who's drawn to this reading, so cross watchers, everyone's welcome. If you feel like this reading is for you, it's for you. Welcome. All right, so these are general readings. I'm tuning into a collective energy and interpreting as best I can the guidance from the divine. So use your discernment to decide what messages are for you and which messages you can leave for everyone else. So this is a general reading. If you would like a reading where I tune into your specific energies, your specific questions, there's a link in the description box below. I've been pretty busy, but there are plenty of openings still available. So it's wonderful to meet so many of you in that one-on-one space. So, all right, Aquarius, in the past, you're in that Five of Cups energy. Mourning a loss. It feels like mourning a connection. Some of you might have lost someone who exited out of this life. They are still in non-physical energy. We are all eternal beings, but there's someone left your life, left your experience, and boy, it affected your, it is like, it's hard to communicate the depths of grief that you were at. I feel like you were even trying to like hide just how painful this loss was for you. I'm so sorry that and I don't think that a lot of people did what I'm doing. Like, I'm sorry that you had to deal with this grief. It feels overwhelming. And again, it feels like you kept it very hidden. Maybe that is also why people didn't show up left and right, is because you were hiding just how devastating this was. I think you really wanted people to come help. I'm drowning in my emotions. But it feels like you had to figure them out, I want to say by yourself. It does feel like a loss of a connection. Two of Cups in reverse. Someone you felt very close to, at least at some point in time. Someone who, some type of soul connection. Like you really understood each other. But it just, you couldn't move the connection forward anymore. I think the expiration date had been hit, and it's like trying to hold something together that just is coming apart. It lacked expansion, it lacked growth. Feels like you each had a very different idea of what relationship is. Looks like you wanted to move forward. You might have had like some impulsive ideas to move away from this. Whether someone moved away, whoever moved away from this connection, it was not like happy. It does not feel happy. But it feels like, I've got to get out of here. This is not for me. I don't know. It hit a point where it was like, it feels like you were grieving this relationship while you were still in the relationship. And so finally someone left the connection. Someone else. What is this? It feels like you decided to take control of things, take control of your life. I'm going to lead myself out of this. It's interesting. As you leave this connection, you step into leadership position. Feels like I'm going to lead myself out of this. There's something about this that didn't end. Something it was unable to move forward and have a rebirth, unable to, feels like some unexpressed, some anger, some frustration. It feels like repressed feelings. So it feels like you moved on, you led yourself out of this, but still there's some unexpressed conflict inside of you. It feels like I'm moving on, but I'm going to just store this as trauma for later. All right, Aquarius, let's keep moving. In your present energy, there's the 9 of Cups. Wow. You feel pretty happy, especially compared to where you were in the past. You have blessings coming in. Wow. Okay. Feels like you're in a trust fall with the universe, and the universe is blessing you. Does not seem like you have a lot of, it looks like you really cut off. You have cut off anybody who is going to play reckless with your emotions. I feel like you cut them off, like just, nope. Nope. I really think, nope, like that. You're ending any cycles with those who are unapologetic, like they can treat you any way they want to. They apparently haven't met the new you. Anybody who remains unconscious and not as like, well, if you're unconscious, not like that. It's like, look, there are some requirements for you to get close to me. And if you are unable to see me in my growth, and you're unable to have your growth and change the relationship, change how you interact with me, then I'm gonna have to say that's a nope. You're very cut and dried. Like it feels like it's eternal, internal, yeah, and internal. Nope. Feels very clear. In the past, you avoided and ignored red flags, and now you just see the very tip of the red flag, and you're like, "Yep, that's a nope, a big nope." It's helping you, but here's this grief coming up where we started. You really, it really hurt you more than it's hard when you're alone, especially, and alone with your thoughts, to not go right back to your heart wound and the recklessness that others played with your heart. I don't think they realize how tender your heart is, or maybe you didn't realize how tender your heart is. There's something you're really, whatever you repressed in the past is, some trauma is coming back up around grief and loss. You're creating new bridges, new ideas, new belief systems. I feel like you want something new. You want to create a new belief system, but you don't want to get hurt again. How can I protect my heart? How can I not get hurt? And I think that's what you're learning, what you're seeing, like, to open myself up to receiving my blessings, to receiving love, to receive. It is, you don't have any guarantees that you won't get hurt. Feels like what you're deciding right now is am I willing to put myself out there? Can I heal this grief so I can have love in my life? So what happened to me in the past, the cruelty that I've experienced, that doesn't make me hardened and separate myself from love to protect myself. Can I allow the woundedness to soften me even more? Do I believe enough that love is worth the risk? That I don't want these people who played reckless with my heart to win, and me never to allow myself to experience love again? Or do I want to heal from this and have a new beginning and believe in my beginning? Not keeping those wounds, that trauma, and seeing everything through the lens of woundedness. It takes as long as it takes. There's no rush, there's no competition, but it looks like you're really sitting with your emotions. You're learning how to have your emotions. It feels like behind closed doors, like you're not really out yet with your emotions, but you're figuring out how to work with your emotions. Yes, you definitely have that clarity of mind, that Aquarius energy. It looks like you're really wanting to have your heart as well. You're really holding space for yourself, holding space for your emotions. Once you start healing these wounded aspects, then you can start bringing in some more play. I think you used to be a lot lighter, happier, more playful, funny. I think you're bringing funny back and playfulness. This has really created like a serious version of yourself where you're a bit defensive and guarded. And I think who you are really missing is an old version of yourself. You might not be really missing this person, this connection, as much as you are missing the parts of you that you had to leave behind to stay in this connection. You're missing the parts of you that is feeling, that has really deep emotions. Apparently you've got really deep unexpressed emotions that you want to be able to have. You want to be able to trust yourself. You want to be able to love yourself. You want to be able to be funny and fun and playful. You don't want to have to be completely independent and a monk or a hermit to protect yourself from others. Yes, you have this amazing independence and quality, but you don't have to be alone. You're really missing the parts of yourself that you have, like youthful, fun parts of yourself that you've, you're missing you. You're unscattering your energy. You're doing the shadow work and bringing back parts of yourself that you have left because someone told you it was bad, or you thought it was a bad aspect of yourself. Wow. It takes a lot of work. This is spiritual work and healing that you're doing. Messages from your higher self, Aquarius, is justice in reverse. Something's been out of balance for a long time. Things are coming back into balance. Something that's been very unfair for a long time. Something around partnerships. Something around you feeling like you do all the heavy work. Like you're the only one that cares, that shows up for the connection. That's been very unfair, very one-sided. You've got like a belief that you're deciding right now whether you want to continue or not, that connections are one-sided, that you do all the work, that you can't find reciprocity. So what I'm seeing is this starts with a belief system that people are nightmares, that you can't trust people, that people lie. Ooh, these are a lot of beliefs that are keeping you away from other people. I feel like I get that you're doing this to protect yourself from getting hurt again, but it's like you're also separating yourself from love, connection. If you keep up these beliefs, they will be true. They are true. We don't get what we want. We get what we believe. So what I'm getting from your guides is deciding for, I might have thought these thoughts enough and spoken them, talked about them, that they have come true. I've shown myself that this is true. Is there something else I want to show myself? Do I want to show myself that there are loving people out there that want you heal and want you have some clarity? Whatever beliefs, can I trust myself? I think you're trying to figure out if you can trust others, and really what you're wanting is to learn how to trust yourself. In the past, you stayed in a connection past its expiration date, and I think you might be projecting too much blame on the other person, no matter how cruel they were or deceptive or whatever happened. It's not, you're putting all the blame on people who aren't trustworthy, where what you're wanting is, I want to learn how to trust myself. I want to know that I can, I've got a good picker, that I know what I want out of a connection. I know I want to be myself. I know why I want a loving connection. What is it that you're looking for? Be very clear. If you know what you don't like, then that gives you a clue as to what you do want. Are you talking about what you don't want more than you are talking about what you do want? I feel like you're split. You really want love. You really want love. You want your heart open. You want to experience all this love. And then there's this woundedness, and you're trying to keep yourself safe, and you believe that people are horrible, and so you're just going to be a hermit and something like that. Your challenge is the Three of Cups, like connection, fun, celebration, love. Connections that remind you how wonderful it is to be with others. It's been a while since you've had really embraced this Three of Cups energy. I'm seeing like childhood, you really had some friends around you who were just the best pals. Maybe reignite that energy and activate it in your space. How nice it goes. Whenever that last time you felt Three of Cups, you felt very supported, you felt like friends. You can pull, you can touch, you can hug, you can hold, you can cuddle. I feel like you want to be cuddled and feel safe in someone's arms, whether that's a romantic connection or friends, like being just safe. Your challenge is to believe that that can happen, and to spend more of your time focusing on that energy of what you do want to create, and telling yourselves, creating a new mindset. Yes, you could, if you could do this on your own, you're more than capable and powerful enough. You can sign up with me. I could help you with kind of clearing what belief systems. I'm also getting a partner that I'm co-creating with right now. She's a hypnotist, Michelle Sinclair. I'll put her a connection where you can connect with her here on YouTube. I'm getting that you might want to kind of do some regression work. Again, me, Michelle, or anyone else that you have a hit. If this is resonating and you're like, I don't know how to find these beliefs and let them go and fill in with new ways of believing. It's a mindset that you're entrenched in and ready to release, ready to show yourself a different mindset, create a whole different way of perceiving for yourself. So, wow. Okay, what's hidden right now, Aquarius, is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Some type of instability, lasting instability. This looks like ancestral trauma. Feels like this has been going on in your lineage, in your family line. It looks, okay, so what's hidden is that you are, you're changing this. This is a way of being, an ancestral pattern, a family pattern. It looks like you're changing. You're bringing the light of your consciousness to it and shifting this fear of connection, fear of letting those close to you, of, it feels like even family members have really betrayed a lot of your trust. And so you're healing that pattern, and that's what's hidden, is that the hard work that you're putting into this, the spiritual work, the real work that you're doing, it's like you, oh, and you also have the support of your ancestors. Ask for help. Ask, like, not where do I ask? Just say it out loud. I am inviting my ancestors and guides and God and my spirit guides to help and support me through this journey of becoming more myself, of releasing blocks, releasing fears, releasing traumas, and becoming whole again, becoming complete, becoming capable of love and loving connections, becoming a believer of them, showing myself that I can trust myself, and that there are those out there who are also looking for what I'm looking for. And that brings me to your opportunity, which is the Four of Wands. Getting in that higher vibration, that celebration, coming together, having something to celebrate, something worth expending your energy, something that you're excited about. Maybe the opportunity feels like a gathering, feels like something, either it's a group something that you're all excited about. So the focus isn't so much on the interpersonal connections. It's like you guys all have a group, something you're a hobby or a passion, and it's like you meet people who are on the same level. There's some opportunity here, and it feels like there's been a lot of sadness, and this like brightens you up. This allows you to see that, wait a minute, things have changed. I'm not in the past where I couldn't find people to be nice to me or close connections. That's over. I'm showing myself that things have changed, that I've changed things, that depending on what I focus my attention to, that grows. So if I focus on the woundedness and my beliefs trying to keep me safe and protected from any type of connection, then I feel alone and separated and isolated. If I let anyone in and let my loneliness take control, then I leave myself vulnerable to getting hurt and being used. So I'm realizing that there's a balance that I'm finding. I'm finding that balance, and I'm finding others around me who feel like they've been looking for me too. They appreciate my sense of humor. They love, I'm able to bring that part of me. I'm bringing sexy back. You're bringing that part of you that's more carefree, that moves more youthfully, that's like willing to put yourself out there. There's a lot of opportunity to show up as the new you. All right, Aquarius, your possible outcome is the Nine of Swords. Feels like you're having, this is difficulty at night. When your day's over, your mind keeps running, you've got a story that you're trying to tell about. You're trying to write the story of your life while you're living it, instead of just being in it. How can you quiet your mind so you can rest, so you can have some relaxation, some being in your feminine energy? I feel like what would help you at night is like just soothing yourself, maybe even literally hugging yourself. There's something, maybe even a nice gentle rocking. I feel like this heals a wound. Kind of helps, like that younger version of yourself that didn't know how to quiet down and go to bed, and you're trying to, all right, now I'm awake, now I'm going to bed, instead of like a nice transition, like transition yourself. There's a very young aspect of yourself that really didn't get enough being held and being rocked and being comforted. And so maybe doing that for yourself, tuning into past versions, any parts of you that are anxious or worried. It's okay. It's okay. What happened today? Nothing wrong is happening. You're right where you need to be. Everything's going to be okay, because everything is okay. It's okay. You're safe. Feel like nurturing yourself, loving yourself into a safe place. Ooh, yeah, there's some people from your past. It's like they're showing up. They really are unhealed. You have shifted your energy a lot. They remain very determined to stay unchanged. It feels like these people even mock, woke culture, and like they're very stuck. They're stuck. They're unable or unwilling to change. They're showing up in your outcome. I feel like these people you perceive as people who should have been loving. Maybe they're your family. They're not, and they're very unchanged. Oh, God. Wow, they communicate. Boy, they can be very punishing with their communication. Oh, God. I feel drained just tuning into their energy. They really want to come in from out of the cold. They feel like you've abandoned them, but they're unchanged. I feel like you, in an act of self-love, have separated yourself from those who are determined to tell you what's good for you. And I feel like you're a grown-ass adult and you can decide for yourself what's good for you. And it feels like they're still determined to tell you what is best for you. This is so, yeah, I feel like you're healing from these type of energies. It feels like you're just tuning them out. You're really good at you've got your guard up. I feel like these people in this type of energy. You're focusing on you. You're going to calmer waters. You might say a word or two to put these people in their spot, but I feel like you get to a place where you realize that they're just communicating through the lens of pain. And they don't realize how much their words hurt you. I don't think you've ever been able to communicate effectively. These people just can't hear you. They can't see you. They don't understand. Yeah, right now in this reading, I get it. It's so exhausting. You've spent enough time trying to convince them. They're just a fucking nightmare. They're not ending that cycle. They can't get out of the mental traps that they're in. It's not your job to change their mind. It's not your job to heal them. It's your job. I think you're realizing where your focus best helps you. And these people, they are, unchanged. There are people out there who want to love you, who want to celebrate you, who are interested in what you're interested in, that you guys are trying to find each other, finding balance, finding new, that is out there. And there's also, it's like, it might be hard to believe that because these people are still very loud. They're showing up and kind of taking over your reading too. It's in your face right now. It feels like you are going to choose yourself, choose love, choose finding the adventure, to finding those who are lucky enough to be allowed into your energy. So, all right, Aquarius, that's your reading. Hope that was helpful. Take care. Bye.